My name is Ken Mesa. I first started working with GSSI in 1985. I was at MIT, and we just started a research project looking at ways to evaluate the condition of bridge decks. And bridge deck deterioration was a serious problem for the 5 or 6 New England states, and MIT had just started a transportation research consortium, and this was the problem that the member states identified as critical to them. So we were, the table was open. What methods? They had this problem. The decks were deteriorating and had no way of evaluating this deterioration because it all took place under the surface, and just going out there and looking didn't really give them the right information. So I came up, first visit to GSSI, and we talked about the problem, and the gentleman at GSSI gave us a piece of equipment to experiment with. We set up a whole bunch of experiments in the lab and made little blocks of concrete and did all kinds of things, and by the time I was done, originally I was quite skeptical. By the time I was done, I was very convinced that this was a good way to go. They provide the best tools for my work. I mean, I'm aware of other companies, and I have periodically worked with other companies, but in the long run, GSSI has been there. They've responded to the needs of the marketplace that I serve. What's been valuable to me is staying in touch with the folks at GSSI in terms of who's doing what and what's going on in the field, and what other customers are doing, and what other state agencies are doing, and also giving them feedback in terms of how our work might be useful to some of their other clients. People who own the equipment don't necessarily have the experience to use it in the best way, so we may be of service to them even though they own the equipment. And a number of projects we've done with agencies who already own GSSI equipment but haven't adapted it to certain new applications. So we sort of get connected with the community through GSSI.